We'll talk today a little bit on how to increase your returns from fixed deposits. We all know interest rates on fixed deposits have fallen, and that's why it's very important that you increase your yields or total returns from fixed deposits. But the question is, how do we increase our returns from fixed deposits? The first way to do so is to compare fixed deposit interest rates online. And in this, one very important factor is that you should look at fixed deposits of non-banking finance companies. Now, let me give you an example. If you presently invest in the fixed deposits of State Bank of India, India's largest private public sector lender, you will notice that the fixed deposits offer you an interest of just 6.25% for non-senior citizens. Now, 6.25 interest rate on fixed deposits is very low. If you compare it with non-banking finance companies like, say, a Mahindra Finance or a Bajaj Finance, you're getting an interest rate of up to 8.35 in Mahindra Finance on a 33-month or a 40-month deposit. Now, this is a good 2% higher than what State Bank of India is offering you. So, the first way to increase your return on fixed deposits is to look at non-banking finance companies, fixed deposits of non-banking finance companies. And here we will recommend just two, Bajaj Finance and Mahindra Finance. Now, deposits, when you place them in non-banking finance companies, remember it's risky. Therefore, you have to go for companies that are very, very strong. So, for example, a Mahindra Finance and Bajaj Finance, they have been rated AAA. So, they offer you 2% more than what State Bank of India currently offers. So, the first step is to look for, compare online fixed deposit interest rates, and also look at non-banking finance companies. The second way to improve your returns on fixed deposits is to submit Form 15G or 15H in case you are not liable to pay income tax. So, what do I mean by that? If your interest income, if your total income is less than the taxable amount, let's say your total income is less than 2.5 lakhs, you are a retired person, you just get interest income, or then what you should do is you should submit your Form 15 or Form 15H. What is this Form 15G and Form 15H? Form 15G and Form 15H tells the bank that you are not liable to pay, your income is below the threshold limit for prescribed for paying income tax, and hence they should not cut any TDS on the fixed deposits. So, when you submit Form 15G and Form 15H, the bank or the institution will ensure that they do not cut a TDS. Otherwise, banks cut a TDS, tax deducted at source, where your interest income is more than 10,000 in case of a bank and about 5,000 in case of interest earned on NBFC fixed deposits. The third way to improve your returns from fixed deposits is to look for yields. So, what does happen is your interest income is added to total income every year, but when you are compounding it quarterly, your yield goes higher because the interest rate is added to the principal and the amount is fetches interest rate thereafter. So, compounding every quarter is much better than compounding every year. So, what you must look for is not the interest rate but the yield. Now, one of the last ways to improve your returns on fixed deposit is to make sure that if you are in the taxable bracket, the high tax 10%, 20, 30%, what you should do is you should invest in fixed deposits in the name of your spouse if she is not having taxable income. This ensures that you don't add the interest income to your total income and offer it for purposes of tax. You can invest in the name of your spouse who's not earning any income. So, which means you save, you don't have an extra tax liability. So, the fourth way is to just ensure that you invest in the name of a non-earning member of your family. It could be your wife, it could be your parents, it could be your brothers, whoever. So, in that way you ensure that your tax liability is reduced. So, these are some of the ways to improve your returns from fixed deposits.